Oh shit. This is the first video on this channel, and just to clarify, this whole channel is not gonna be all serious and shit. This is a serious video, but it's gonna be a balance between like serious and funny and just whatever I want to post. I'm just gonna talk into this camera. But basically, this video is about like life's meaning, because I think there's not one specific meaning, I think everybody has their own meaning to life, and I know that's a crazy topic to start off with, and then in the next video I'll be talking about some lesbian girl scissoring or whatever, but it's just, I don't know, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. But basically, I think every person has their own life's meaning and what they want to do with their life, and what basically emotion or what core piece of life that they find as their meaning. And I think mine, I'm going to use myself for an example, and I'm going to do that in a lot of these videos, but I think mine is passion in like whatever I want to do, whatever you want to do. I'm passionate about a lot of things, music and movies and stuff, mostly movies, and I'll probably talk about that a lot on the channel. But I'm a very creative person, and I think that if you are kind of in my situation, I think maybe think about what is your life's meaning, because I think everybody has their own. Maybe yours is passion like me. Maybe you want to pursue what you want. Barely you want to do so many things in your life like me. Maybe you want to go and write poems, but you also want to go and work as a barista, and maybe you want to go be a fucking porn star. I don't care. Or maybe there's a different meaning of life for you. Maybe your meaning of life is to have your name now, have a legacy. I think that's respectable. And you just want to have your best influence on people. You want to have a good impact on people, whether that's just what they think of you or whether that's what you do. Or maybe you want to have it revolve around one specific little thing that you enjoy. And I think that kind of goes into passion, and I think that's why that's such a powerful word, and why a pursuit of passion is such an important thing. But there's other things that you could have as your meaning of life. Maybe your meaning of life is to explore the world, is to find out everything that's not just in. Maybe you're for example, you live in like Wisconsin or something, and your whole life you grew up maybe churning butter on the farm, and the only movie you could watch was Sharknado 2, because I think there's 3 of those. And so you want to explore the world. So you find a stable job, and you go to Greece, you go to Canada, you go anywhere, man. And that could also be meaning of life, is to just explore the world and find cultures and find what you want to do. Or maybe your pursuit of life is the afterlife. Maybe you want to pursue religion. Maybe you want to figure out what religion you want to do. Like maybe you want to be Christian, maybe you want to be Muslim or Islam, whatever it's called. Maybe you want to be atheist, but you're trying to pursue that so you can have the best afterlife, because maybe you're worried about that. Maybe that's just what you're into. I don't know. Maybe you pursue all these cultures. It's kind of similar to the last thing I was talking about. We're exploring the world. So you could go to all these different religious places. You go to all these different countries, meet all these people, And I think that one thing that it can all relate to is trying to meet different people and trying to relate to all these different things and trying to find all these new people and just build your mind as this one. Your mind is an infinite structure, okay? Picture this is your mind. This is the world just inside of it. You can learn everything and anything that you want, down to something as little as learning how to use a hot glue gun, or learning how to write stories, or learning how to build a new technology that could potentially advance centuries into technology. Do what you want. Honestly, man, there's I kind of forgot what I was talking about. Fuck. But like, you can really do anything. You can find anything. You can do anything. Your mind is an infinite space. Maybe you'll find multiple meanings of life. Maybe you don't agree with a single thing I'm saying, but you're still watching this so you can grow your brain. I think that although it sounds stupid, saying growth mindset, because that's kind of what they show in your brains in school, growth mindset is a really important thing to have so you can grow as a person, or else you're not going to do anything but rot in your bed. You're gonna stay in your hometown for your entire life like a little pilgrim, and you're just gonna rot, and you're not gonna find what you want to do because you're gonna be busy working the cashier clerk at a Macy's until you physically can't anymore. I think everybody needs to grow their brain and figure out what they want to do with their life. Everybody needs to have uniqueness. Don't follow TikTok trend. Don't watch Pinterest. Get inspiration, but become yourself. Become a new person. That is your meaning of life. Maybe that is, I'm not deciding that for you, but I'm just saying, take this into your mind, right? Like there's these, like I have a class, right? And the teacher does like this thing every day for 20 minutes where like you kind of take these quiz and it tells you stuff about you, and eventually it's going to tell us what career we're set up for, right? And all these kids are like, I don't care, how is this going to help me in the future? It literally said that it's complicated and you're not going to understand it, but after you're done with your little segment, it tells you something new about you, and it is accurate to you if you read it and if you know yourself. But people don't know themselves because they simply base off of a performative algorithm, and they just sit there and they use the algorithm, and they use their phones, and they are too insecure there and too worried to be themselves. And that sounds corny, but you need to learn to be yourself. You need to learn to be your own person. Have your own humor, have your own style, have your own pursuits. Go where you want to move where you want to move, talk the way you want, move the way you want. You could be the exact same as somebody, or you could be your own person. Learn to be yourself. I think that is the real meaning of life, honestly, from my perspective. And I think a lot of people could agree with that if they would really listen to that. But, maybe I'll get called corny, or maybe this will go the way I want it to. I honestly don't care. But I'm just making this channel because I want to, it's fun. And I want to talk about this stuff on the internet with anybody other than just like the two people I talk about it with, but essentially just like the point of this video is to find your meaning of life, find what you want to do, find your future, but stay in the present. But you need to have an open mind about the future without being stuck in the present. Don't stick on the past. Just change and constantly be changing in a cycle, and constantly be growing, and figure out what you want to do. Figure out what you want to do with your life. Figure out all these things that you want to do with your life, and grow passion, or else you are going to do nothing with your life. And it sounds crazy, but if you do not find what you want to do, you are not going to do anything with your life but rot and waste it. And eventually you are going to die, and you did not use the potential of your this skin piece of lard in your head is an infinite mind thing. It's an infinite library that you can infinitely grow with new and new knowledge and new books, and yet you sat there and you did nothing with it. So just change, grow, inform yourself, and I'm not saying you have to go and study hours every day. I'm just saying try and grow as a person. Go into all these new interests, try a new sense of style, find new inspirations, watch things, learn things, listen to new music, talk to new people, travel, all these things. Be a unique person. Everybody is stuck behind a stereotype now, and there's so many people that you can just classify as a stereotype now, and not in a racist way or anything, not like that kind of stereotype, but a stereotype as a person, with their style and their haircuts, because that is how performative they are, because they're too insecure to be unique, or they simply do not have the mind to grow. So I think everybody just needs to learn to grow a bit, and yeah, that's basically it for this video. I'm probably gonna upload like 3 videos today, just because it's like the first day of this channel, and I want I kind of want to get like the flow going where it's like half serious, half fucking dumb or whatever. But yeah, if you guys want more videos like this, comment, give me feedback. I want to grow, just like I've been saying this video. I want to grow. I want to figure out what you guys like, and I want to figure out what I want to do. But yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all.